Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, how are you? If you are coming back, thank you so much for coming back. I just want to let you know that all of my socials are in the description: my Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Redbubble, and now Patreon if you would like to support this channel. I also just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications if you would like to see more LGBTQ+ content from this face right here. So let's get into the video. So today's video, I am going to be talking about 5 signs that you might be bisexual. I am bi. It's part of my identity that I don't really talk a lot about on here, so I figured why not talk about it today. There were a lot of signs that I wasn't exactly straight growing up and should have known that I wasn't completely straight, even though I tried to hide it deep down. So let's get into it. Okay, disclaimer, my radiator is being really loud right now, so if you hear it in the background during this video, I apologize. So the first sign that you might be bi is that you have crushes on more than one gender. This took me a while to figure out because I'm also on the asexual spectrum, but when I did, it kind of blew my mind, and it should have been the biggest sign growing up that I wasn't straight. It took me a while to realize that the very first crush I ever had was when I was about 11 or 12, and it was on my best girlfriend at the time. Looking back on it, it was very cringy, and I tried to hide those feelings deep down. I remember telling myself that those feelings were normal and everyone feels those ways towards their friends, but I hate to break it to you, that is not how straight people view their friends. So that's a pretty big sign that you might be bi. The second sign that you might be bi is that you can see yourself with either someone of the opposite gender or someone of the same gender. This is in regards to like long-term relationships, or even when you're thinking about getting married. If you can see yourself, or you don't really imagine yourself with only someone of the opposite gender, or if you can see yourself with both genders. Now this one I didn't really experience because I grew up in a very high demand religion where it was very encouraged that you get married and have kids and be with someone of the opposite gender. So whenever I was thinking about getting married, it was always to a man, and it wasn't until about 3 or 4 years ago that I actually realized that I wouldn't mind being with anyone long term, no matter their gender. So that might be a good sign that you might be bi. The third sign that you might be bi is you can't tell if you want to be like them or with them. Now this is very complicated for me because I'm also non-binary and I get gender envy and I can never tell, but it's also comes to bisexuality and not being sure if your attraction to them is like, oh damn, I really like this person, I want to be more like them, or no, these are more romantical feelings, I'm not sure if I want to be with them or not. So that might be a good sign you're bi as well. The fourth sign that you might be bisexual is you can't decide if you are straight or gay. Now I remember when I finally did figure out that I was attracted to the friend of mine when I was like 13 or 14, I distinctly remember just praying and being like, please God, don't make me fully gay. Please, I can't do this. And I didn't realize that bisexuality or being bi was an option. I thought you either had to be straight or you had to be gay, and that was it. Especially like what I said before, in the religion I grew up in, had to marry the person of the opposite gender. So I was like, please God, if I'm going to be gay, at least don't make me fully gay. But I did go back and forth between not knowing if I was gay or straight. And it turns out I'm a little bit of both. And the fifth sign that you might be bi is that you're questioning whether or not you're bi. I feel like in any scenario when you are questioning your gender or sexuality, a really good indication of whether or not you might be something is if you're questioning it. I know that most of the time, I'm not going to generalize, and there are some cis people that question their gender, but overall most cis straight people don't really think about that kind of thing, and it's a really good indication. If you're thinking you might be bi, you're probably bi. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a comment below letting me know the signs that should have tipped you off a little bit sooner that you were bi, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. If you enjoyed that video, I recommend checking out this playlist right here. It's some of my other 5 signs you might be videos. If you're questioning if you might be bi, you might be questioning some other things, so go check it out.